A New Disease is Born, and that track was Spiral.
There you go. And before that, Vespers Descent gave us Quantum Prayer from their fantastic Visions in Verse album featured on our Emerging Flyer. So there you go. We're still here with Grant and Shannon from Vespers Descent, here to have a chat about what's going on with the guys, and also they have a fantastic EP launch this Friday night at the Railway Hotel. I just want to touch on, obviously, Vespers Descent of 2005. When did you release this in 05? Was it 05 or 06 or something like that?
Yeah, 06 I think. 06,
yeah. The Vespers Descent that you see there is completely different to the Vespers Descent of 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you've got a few new members in the fold now. How does that affect the songwriting process when it comes to writing for this particular EP with the new members?
So far with the EP we've done, it's sort of, I've written a few songs just to get it going, but other than that we sort of, for example, one of the songs we just sat down and just wrote them, everyone together in the room, and everything seemed to come together really well. Where before we'd do everything separately, bring it in, and someone would, say, change things from there. So This is really cool because everything happened.
So your whole songwriting structure has completely changed now with the new members.
Yeah, definitely.
So you sort of get together and do everything rather than having pieces from here, pieces from there. So do you find it's working out better for you?
So far it's
more dynamic for sure. It helps things move along a lot quicker too, I think, because everyone's on board, everyone's got the same idea.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of bands that I've interviewed, and a lot of bands that I know of, sort of, you'll have like a chief, a nucleus of the band, where you might have, say, a songwriter that'll write lyrics, and then the music will be worked around that, or you might have someone who'll come up with a few riffs, and then the rest of the band works around that. Whereas you guys are sort of more, each person is involved. I guess another question to sort of put on the back of that is, I mean, each member, what besides the instruments, of course, what do each of the new members bring to the band as far as your sound goes? You've obviously got new members, and the old guys are out, new ones are in. So what do these guys bring to the fold for you guys?
Energy.
Yeah, they're a lot younger.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So they keep us organized.
Was that something that was lacking before, do you think, or?
I think it's more the motivation and the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a bit stale in the past, and these guys have given us a new injection, and we kind of feel a bit more motivated and a lot fresher.
Right. And so, just for the listeners' benefit, who are the new members of Vespers Descent from the Visions days until now?
Well, now we've got Richard on vocals.
Ex-Burning,
yeah. These guys disappeared to the UK for a time, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, what happened to them?
I think they had, they had a few people leave the band and stuff like that. So Richard was pretty much left with the band himself, and he was really keen to get into something, and pretty much right when we were looking for somebody, it sort of worked out
did he come to you, or you sort of were fishing around? Okay.
Yeah. He emailed me about 500 times.
Oh, really?
Eventually we got our shit together.
Yeah, so when he found out that you guys were a couple of members down, he sort of put his hand up sort of thing?
Yeah.
Was that the same with Ben, or?
Yeah, actually he sort of knew that we were looking out and we were asking around, so we sort of found each other, yeah.
That's good. And obviously he brings a new dimension to the band, probably he's probably among the top well-known drummers in the metal sort of scene in Perth anyway, so must be a good thing to have him on board.
Yeah,
very good.
It was hard because Mark Boyan was a good drummer, and the stuff that he left behind for somebody else to take over was really difficult, so you needed somebody like Ben to be able to pull that off.
give it their own spin as well, which is what he's done.
And so an experienced drummer was pretty much where you're at.
Definitely.
Rather than grooming someone new to come in, you really needed someone to fill the void who can pick it up straight away.
Yeah, and we also wanted somebody who could add something to the band when we start writing new stuff, which is what he's done. You'll hear that on the EP.
Cool. So, and the other member, how'd you come about meeting him?
Adam Fitzgerald is he's a friend of mine and good bass player, good guitarist, and I just sort of said to him, "Look, dude, come have a listen." He come have a listen, and he sort of said, I could do that. So
was he any bands previously before?
No,
Vespers
he's played in a lot of bands, but not essentially metal bands. It's something he really wanted to do. He wanted to get into that sort of thing.
Right. And so you guys had him as a good fit for bass.
Yeah.
Bass duties, I suppose.
He jumped straight in. Pretty much everybody has. It's taken everybody like a couple of weeks or something to get the old songs down.
Yeah.
And now we're just working on the new stuff, and everybody works really good at that too. So
and then he's really starting to get out in the live circuit now as well. So that's great to see. We'll check out what these guys are up to right now. Actually, you guys have queued up a track on the new EP. What are we going to check out tonight?
It's the first song off the new EP. It's Spectral Awakening.
Spectral Awakening. Okay. Well, let's check this out. Here's some brand new Vespers Descent on Anger Management.